defense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team,
it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Punts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Fresno State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you.
There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. No huddle offense to the line. Looking to throw, it's Ogden. The throw finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. These two not on the same page. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
You knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the...
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check it out. It's incomplete, and that also might be... It's called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. On target. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, and I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Ogden. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's complete on the right side. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have the chance, but not only did they have to worry about those running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner score with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the air, it's Gage. Fires to the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He breaks into the open. Out of bounds right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then go points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick release by the QB. Drag down. Medill move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. DB's right up on the receivers. Scanning the field, it's Gage. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Base to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They mark the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Ogden. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Saw a spot in the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on first down from the 40
football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think the QB wants that one back. You're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not one to fit it in against double coverage. And he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that will get the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He's showing all of those attributes right there.
21, Oregon, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Gage. Fires to the right. Found the seam. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniform. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a 41-yarder inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ogden. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now on 2nd down. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Grabs a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down on the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the play fake. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Gage. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
24, Fresno State, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Fresno State takes over the offense. We'll go back to work. They're in a precarious spot. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and it's just another routine day for this guy. rushing all season long. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Fresno State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ogden. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Motion from the back. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Fresno State.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a way to get the football back. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Ducks will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to pass. It's Ogden. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Owen. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to ball his way in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Let's go. He'll go to the sneak. Touchdown, Fresno State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch. The offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, Sean. I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Fires it incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game. So after that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield. It's Gage. There's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over.